Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, August 12, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Atlanta Braves versus Miami Marlins. The Atlanta Braves face the Miami Marlins to start the weekend series, with both teams heading in opposite directions as the regular season winds down. The Braves have a 66-46 record and with back-to-back wins have padded their lead in the National League wild card standings, while the Marlins have a 50-61 record and with only 3 wins in their last 10 games have fallen near the bottom of the National League. Our team pick is Braves with a money line. And here is why. The Braves are in the midst of a winding road trip that saw them play 4 games in Queens against the Mets last weekend, a brief 2-game series in Boston, and now back down south to take on the Marlins in Miami. While Fried has generally been consistent and quality start machine for the Braves, Lopez has not been sharp since the end of May. Since June, Lopez has thrown 64.2 innings and given up 64 hits and 37 earned runs in that time. He is also just 3-5 over that span in 12 starts. For the season, the Braves hold the series edge 5-4, but the two teams have not played since heading in opposite directions starting in the month of June. The Braves went 21-6 in June and re-established themselves as a World Series contender, while the Marlins have been a .500 team since that time. The Braves have also hit .261 as a team since June 1st and belted 106 home runs in just 61 games. Miami, meanwhile, have batted just .232 over that same span and scored just 3.7 runs per game. Look for the Braves to put together another hot stretch of baseball, starting in the steamy conditions of Miami. Our total pick is under 7.5 runs. And here is why. The Braves have one of the best lineups in baseball, making it easy to think that the upcoming game will be a high-scoring one. However, both teams are turning to 2 of their best starting pitchers that look to dominate this game from the first pitch. San Diego Padres versus Washington Nationals. The new-look San Diego Padres hit the road and travel east to take on Washington Nationals. The Padres hit a rough patch after the trade deadline but are still in second place in the NL West and have a firm hold on one of the 3 wildcard spots in the National League. The Nationals will welcome home former stars Juan Soto and Josh Bell, now with the Padres after last week's blockbuster trade, as they continue to run out the string in a lost season. Our team pick is Padres minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Padres are just 3-5 since the August 3rd trade deadline just over a week ago. They closed out their 3-game series with the Giants with 2 straight wins, including newcomer Juan Soto's first home run as a Padre. It will be Soto and teammate Josh Bell who will be on full display as the duo makes their return to DC Friday night. Soto, in particular, will be the focal point as the Nationals' former star takes center stage with his new team, the San Diego Padres. San Diego is very much in the playoff hunt despite their double-digit deficit to the Dodgers in the NL West division race. They will look to take advantage of the Nationals' star-depleted roster this weekend. As the fates would have it, the Nationals will get an all-too-quick look at what they lost when Soto and Bell returned to Nationals Park on Friday night. The Nationals are just 1-7 since the August 3rd deadline, including losing 2 out of 3 this week to the lowly Cubs. Washington, on top of their depleted everyday lineup, has also been slowed by injuries to their starting rotation. The Nationals currently have 2 pitchers, newly acquired Mackenzie Gore and Eric Feta, on the IL and have had to turn to both their minor league system and bullpen for spot starts. The distraction of the return of Soto and Bell does not take away from the Nationals' woeful season and slow rebuild. Once the dust settles and the fanfare subsides from the return of the Nationals' former stars, the matter of a baseball game will take the forefront. These two teams were already heading in opposite directions before the deal, but now the gap between the two teams has only widened. The Padres lineup went from workmanlike to downright scary with the additions of Soto, Bell, and Drury. That was on full display in final two games against the Giants as the Padres pounded the Giants for 20 runs and hit .365 as a team with 10 extra base hits, including 4 home runs. They now match up with a National staff that has been allowing over 8 runs per game since August 3rd. At home this season, the Nationals are just 17-40 while the Padres are 30-27 on the road. This should be a game that showcases the deep and talented Padres lineup and highlights all that the Nationals are missing. Our total pick is over 8.5 runs. Cleveland Guardians vs Toronto Blue Jays. The Cleveland Guardians will try to cling to their 4-game winning streak in Friday's visit to Rogers Center to take on the Toronto Blue Jays. After splitting even with the Houston Astros, the Guardians got a strong start to their road trip by sweeping the Detroit Tigers in a 3-game visit. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays dropped back-to-back losses to the Baltimore Orioles before having their 3rd game postponed. Cal Quantrill gets the green light to start on the mound for Cleveland in this matchup opposite of Toronto's Jose Berrios. Our team pick is Toronto Blue Jays for the win. And here is why. Cal Quantrill is like a different person when he's pitching at Progressive Field for the Guardians. He's unbeaten at home this season with a 3.16 ERA. But my goodness, things really start to fall apart when he's throwing on the road. He's 2-5 as the visiting pitcher with a 4.96 ERA. That's a bad problem when facing a Blue Jays team packing some serious power at the plate. The team is averaging the 6th most home runs with a .171 ISO. 1 or 2 big mistakes on the mound could punch the Guardians' ticket to a series opening loss. The Blue Jays are hoping to avoid any hint of deja vu in Friday's series opener. Berrios could be their secret weapon in doing so, considering he's a perfect 6-0 at home this season. It'll be an interesting clash between the starting pitcher and a Guardians batting lineup averaging 4.51 runs per game on the road. Berrios got crushed in his last outing against the Minnesota Twins in a game where he allowed 6 hits and 5 runs in 3.2 innings. Toronto must be ready to respond offensively if things go south in this game. Cal Quantrill has struggled on the road, and the Blue Jays are packing enough power to send multiple pitches into orbit. Cal Quantrill might be a different pitcher at Progressive Field, but on Friday night, he'll be playing at Rogers Center in a completely different country. Sorry, Mr. Quantrill, this isn't Cleveland. The road struggles have been apparent throughout the season for the Guardians starter, and they'll continue in a head-to-head clash with a Blue Jays offense capable of smacking the stuffing out of the ball. There's a reason why Toronto is 34-21 at home this season. It's because their bats come alive, and in Jose Berrios' case, the pitching does as well. The Blue Jays starting pitcher is unbeaten at home so far this season. And it isn't a situation of his teammates bailing him out, either. Berrios has legitimately dominated at Rogers Center with a 6-0 record and 70 strikeouts to his name. It'll be another day at the home office for the veteran pitcher as he punishes the Guardians on the mound and help lead the Blue Jays to victory. Our total pick is over 9 runs.